Popeyes. I don't know anyone who works at Popeyes. Never worked at Popeyes.
Story about Popeyes.
I don't know why it was inside of the Popeyes. I've been in Popeyes like a handful of times. I feel like, obviously this isn't true, but like, I feel like good restaurants are dirty.
Lone home, end up with carpal tunnel syndrome. And here I am, known for giving heavy backaches, grown and living off of Little Debbie snack cakes. Supposed to be checking emails.
Action! Hey, what's up guys? I'm Isaac. I'm going to be teaching you how to cook affordably as well as delicious, because I am very broke. I have like $10-15 of spending money a week. It's not a lot. I'm in college. I'm very broke. We're going to be teaching you how to make some steak, very cheap steak, got it on sale. Vegetables, going to be very delicious. It's going to be made in a reduced wine sauce. And we're also going to be making potatoes. It's going to be sriracha ranch. And I know some of you people don't like spice, like, oh, sriracha's spicy. You're putting it in yourself. Just put in less. It's that simple. And that's all. Okay, so what I have here is I have just a huge log of some round eye steak. This is about the cheapest cut of meat you can get, and I got it on sale, so it's even cheaper. This entire thing was about 15 bucks. This is a good 15 servings. I'll take that.
Let's say we're chasing green for collard greens and baked potatoes on the table. Pray for cable, hit the label. Now we major high.
So obviously, you're not just gonna cook it like this. That'd be kind of ridiculous. You gotta pretty the meat up. Do some nice stuff. Make it look pretty. I'm gonna show you how. So I cut pretty thick steaks just because I like thicker steaks. They're more fun to cook. So I cut about, honestly, anywhere from a ½ inch to an inch cuts. They don't have to be perfect because I'm not serving this to people. This is for me to eat. It's for you and me. I am not slicing, I'm not chopping, I'm taking long strokes. You don't need to push too hard. If you have a nice sharp knife and you just run your knife nice and long, it's going to do well. It's going to cut through the meat relatively easy. It shouldn't give you too much problems, and if it is, you might need to sharpen your knife. It's not really thick enough to have good steaks, so what I'll do with this instead is I'll keep it, I'll save it, and then I'll slice it up thin and make cheese steaks later in the week with it. We're cutting off all the silver skin, all the excess fat, all the stuff that you don't want or need. You can save the fat, use it to make like sausages or hamburgers, whatever you please, but I don't want to put in all that effort. It's a little too much for me, and I know when I cook, I do a little bit extra. I don't know, like, watched a YouTube video once, Kanye Iceberg explained, but like, I feel like the rest of the context is like worse than the word bitch. We're missing Hannah. I want it to be like college student Hannah. I want this to be like a stoned college kid at 2 in the morning could like look at this video and be entertained while also being like, yeah, cooking's cool.
I hope you get a paper cut on your tongue from a razor in a paper cup. I hope every soda you drank already shaken up. I hope your dreams dry like raisins in a bacon.
My parents would always ask me if I was high in high school, even if I wasn't.
I would just like, sometimes I'd walk in and just like start these like random conversations and mom would look me in the eyes and I'd be like, what are you looking at?
That's smart.
We want to draw the moisture out. When we draw the moisture out and then we dab it off with a paper towel, this stays really dry. And when it's really dry, it can stick to the pan and the Maillard effect, that nice crust that everyone likes, that crispy little drag your knife across it, that happens because of the Maillard effect. Water does not go well with it. We want to take it away, we salt it. You rub it in. Don't use a ton of salt, but like generously cover it, because this is going to go into it and go throughout the whole steak. You don't want to season at this point anything else, because we're doing this to draw the moisture out, and we're just going to dab this with a paper towel at the end anyway. You will be wasting seasoning. Okay, I'm going to teach you how at least I cut a mushroom. I rip the stem off to give a nice stable surface to cut this. And then I'm cutting this lengthwise, then I'll be switching it and cutting in half. Dang, that was a pretty bad one. That's okay. It's my first one of the day. It's like a pancake. First one's always your worst. There, that's the money shot we all look for. Did you know that, like, there's a city in PA, they're like the largest mushroom distributor in like the country? So now we're going to be cutting the onion, and I'll show you the easiest way to do so, or at least how I like. Don't cut this. This is what makes you cry. When this gets cut, the gas gets released, more so than the body of the onion. So we cut this end to give yourself a nice flat base. And if you aren't comfortable peeling and cutting quick, then you can peel it now so you don't peel now so you don't cry later. But I like to live life on the wild side. I don't know, something about the sting of the onion wakes me up.
Gives you that daily serotonin.
Kinda. I guess it makes me more alert so I can get that serotonin. The process itself, it's a little painful at times, but like, the pain's not giving me the dopamine. Why are people surprised that we're like brain dead? Our favorite hobby was like sniffing rubber cement and Sharpies. We were warned. Like, it's on the thing. Don't smell it. It's toxic. The fumes will kill your brain cells. And all of us were like, nah, we're built different.
I was gonna say your experiences are not universal.
Yeah,
I didn't do this.
I didn't do that either.
No, but there's always those couple kids in every classroom that did.
Oh yeah.
And that's enough to get like a solid amount of people on Twitter.
You need to leave.
They were like, you guys can't have whiteout anymore. And we were like, why?
I was in middle school. There were middle schoolers smoking Smarties.
It's because our generation didn't have technology.
Change it to broccoli or something.
Oh, that reminds me.
What's up?
I need to get the broccoli.
Yeah. In the cut, I'm rolling up my broccoli. Yeah, I know your baby mama fond of me. Yeah. All she wanna do is smoke that broccoli.
Alright, so this is a jalapeno. Not a lot because I like to layer my spice. If you want the seeds, keep the seeds. Seeds just make it harder. I like to do the little ring thing so I don't mess with the seeds. I don't like touching them like that. I was doing it in the intro and then almost touched my eye, I realized. Scary business. Then it's just nice and easy to cut into strips and cut up the potatoes into similar sized, bite-sized chunks. So now there's water is boiling for the potatoes. Put a good amount of salt. You want it to be about as salty as the ocean ideally, but I don't really do that because I care about my sodium intake. them in there until they're fork tender. Cut down the steak that we salted earlier. Make sure it's really dry before you put it in the pan. So now I'm just adding olive oil into the pan. I have it set to medium-high heat. Enough olive oil to coat the bottom of the pan. I put a little bit too much, but that's fine. Always place it down away from you. So you don't want to press it down while you're cooking. So right when you set it down, you can press it down a bit to make sure everything's touching so you get all that caramelization. See, the potatoes are basically done already. I have to turn these down. And now we're going to check the potatoes, see if they're done. 3 points every day, 3 points every day. You pick out the biggest potato you can find, and you push your fork through. It went through, it had a little bit of tension, so it's going to take a couple minutes left. Yeah. This is no. We're not getting drunk off this. We do cool shit here. So all this fat and everything in here, yeah, it's unhealthy, but it tastes good as fuck. Then you immediately throw some butter in there. Because why? Makes everything taste good. This is not for health, this is for enjoyment. I'm in college, I'm coping. So we're checking the potatoes again. They should, yeah, they're done. Don't let the wine sit too still. We're putting a little bit of water in here, and we're killing the heat so it can cool down a bit. The potatoes can go in there. We can do more stuff to it without the potatoes burning. At this point, all the butter has melted. It has reduced down because that was very, very hot. What you're going to do is you're going to move the spoon around a little bit, make sure all of that stuff that's normally stuck on at the bottom of a steak, you want to make sure all that's up at the bottom of the pan. Seems like it is. Take all those wonderful vegetables we cut up earlier, plop them right in there. Yup, you thought this was a pan sauce, you are wrong. I'm lazy. No, definitely lazy. Pan sauces are very hard, and I don't want to attempt them. Now I'm using about the same. I'm using the same seasonings that I used for the steak. At this stage, I'm going to add a little bit more because vegetables need different things than steak. Spooked up for the holidays. We got a whole lot going on here. We got garlic salt. Couldn't find my garlic cloves. Actually, I used all my garlic cloves. I thought we had more. I was wrong. So we got garlic salt. This is a little chipotle honey rub. You want to know what's in here. It's just a little bit of, there's brown sugar, there's a little bit of ground up mustard seed, granulated honey, ooh, Italian seasoning, I didn't even know that was in there. And I also like to throw a little bit of turmeric, because apparently it's really good for you. I don't know, what does it do?
I'm pretty sure it's really good for like your digestive system.
That's what I've heard as well.
Yeah, that and ginger.
Yeah, ginger's pretty good, but it doesn't really fit the flavor of this. Transporting them back into the pot, where we will... Oh, I know this is going to be a fan favorite. Oh, I forgot. Oh my goodness, no! It's not too late. Supposed to throw this in a little bit sooner. It's supposed to reduce, but we can just let it cook for a little bit longer. It's going to have the same effect. Make sure you mix your vegetables around, get it saucy up, and then you ranch it up. Put a moderate amount of ranch. It can be very hot. So as you can see, I only put a little bit. Throw a bit of lemon juice in here. About a tablespoon. Some more garlic salt in here. If you don't have garlic salt, garlic cloves, and just regular salt is a better alternative, honestly. And then we're doing the same thing here. We're using those same base flavors that we used on the steak. So everything's going to have a similar flavor, but everything's also going to stand out on its own for what it's worth. We want everyone to be the star in this wonderful opera of food.
Follow your dreams. Yeah. Wanna get a mansion, a jacuzzi, a theater to watch my movies, couple whips and lots of fancy things. The kids they call the Goonies.
Serve yourself up. Nice fat plate. I'm a big boy. I eat a lot of calories in a day. I need to. Just anatomically. You scoop up some veggies. These veggies are going to be to die for. Yeah, they're not the healthiest, but you're choosing a round eye steak, not a ribeye. It's pretty lean. Put some veggies on there. It's a perfect bite. I'm kind of speechless. Like I eat this every night. Like honestly, like I got all those steaks. That's my food for the week. That.
Oh my gosh, that's actually fire.
Did you doubt me?
No, I didn't.
Okay. Just making sure.
There's no doubt in my mind. I just didn't expect the explosion of actually like, damn, that's fire.
So Blanta, what'd you like? What'd you like? Like, were the potatoes good? Was it creamy?
Bro, it just mixed like all together. That's like that's what's crazy. Like it literally just mixed like all in one.
That's why you That's why you layer those flavors. You use a little bit of everything and everything, but
Like
each thing needs specific amounts. Like I added sweeter stuff to the vegetables because they need it.
I've noticed
Creamy stuff to the potatoes because
It's-
they need it.
Yeah, it's very subtle, but like a puzzle. Everything fits together, like a really complex, layered way. And
It's like the like the Squidward.
A little creaminess to it. Is that so right?
I think
I
it's,
know that there's
my
some
bad.
lemon
Potatoes.
juice in there.
You can have potatoes and
Right here, because I think we're going to my hair.
that's exciting.
drop
I know I am. I just need to find the
That is
food
phenomenal.
that I want.
shoot. But it's super like chewy. Like it wasn't tough, but it also wasn't like just like it went right through it. I don't know. It was bite and it would come off right where you want it.
This is round eye steak, and I'm using a butter knife to cut this. Oh,
It tastes work together well.
and the wine reduction veggies, like.
I need to screenshot
say wine?
that so I can
Yeah.
save it.
If you want anything more like this, if you want any more
Without even,
recipes, if you want to see me cook anything, how I
He
cook
literally
it,
just goes to parties.
let me
and
know. I
people.
don't know if I'm going to continue this. This is
So
really
fucking
just for fun.
freaking- I don't know how, but he just
If you guys
gets
like it, I'll
into,
do something with it.
like people's parties.
Thanks for
and
watching.
just-
No matter what you say, what you do, when I'm alone, I'd rather be with you.